Government and private enterprises around the world rely on communication systems to keep their businesses and enterprises running. In this course, we're going to take a look at some of the communication systems that Cisco offers. The title of this course is Implementing Cisco Collaboration Devices. And the key word there is collaboration. Let's keep the employees communicating with each other. So to that end, we're going to look at various call control platforms. The call control platforms are the part of the system that manage the video endpoints, the telephony endpoints, and soft endpoints such as Jabber and IP Communicator as soft phones. We're going to learn that Cisco offers various call control platforms. The first of which is Cisco Unified Communication Manager. Communication Manager can be built into a cluster of 20 servers that can manage up to 40,000 endpoints. That's an awful lot of phones and video endpoints. We can also build what's called a mega cluster, which can manage up to 80,000 endpoints. Next, we're going to take a look at other communication solutions such as Communication Manager Express for smaller type installations, up to 450 endpoints. Then we'll look at the Business Edition 6000. The Business Edition 6000 is a really neat server-based solution that has a virtualized instance of Communication Manager, also a voicemail system called Unity Connection, instant messaging and presence system, and also Contact Center Express, all virtualized on one server for up to 1,000 users. We will also take a look at Cisco's VCS system in order to register legacy H.323 and SIP endpoints. After that, we'll look at the administrative interfaces. So how do administrators like us control the systems? We'll need to know how we can log on and what is presented to us in the administrative system in order to manage and configure all of the endpoints, all of the voicemail boxes, all of the users, and so on. We'll also look at how users can log into the system to control their own phones. We might want users to be able to add their own speed dials, for example. We're then going to look at end user administration. In other words, how do we populate our database with end users on behalf of the phones and endpoints that they're associated with? We can manually populate the database, or we can use some third-party system like an LDAP system, Lightweight Directory Access Protocol, such as Microsoft Active Directory, in order to populate our databases. We're going to show how users can log in and have different roles and be assigned to different groups, so they have different administrative privileges within the Communication Manager system. For example, we may have users that only add, move, and change phones, so we'll give them the privilege to do that. Next, we'll take a look at telephony features. We're going to look at configuring things like call park, call pickup and call pickup groups, and intercoms in the system, among other telephony features that we'll find in a standard telephony system. More and more, we have mobile workers that move from place to place, from headquarters to branch office to working from home, and so on. So to support those mobile users, we're going to need special features for communications and telephony, such things as single number reach, where a phone call to my desk automatically rings my cell phone, and I can answer on my cell phone, and when I come back to the office, I can put the call back on my desk phone. We'll also look at the Jabber client and soft phone clients that a user can have on their laptop. So when they're working from home or they're working in any environment that has Wi-Fi, they can connect back into the enterprise through firewall traversal without having to open a VPN client and still attend meetings and participate in phone calls and conferences. We're also going to look at mobile voice access, where a call can originate on any user's cell phone, for example, but it looks as though the call originated from the enterprise. Unity Connection is Cisco's voicemail system for the enterprise, and it can support up to 20,000 users. The Unity Connection system study will involve studying the users and how they're configured, how the mailboxes get configured, Also, integration with LDAP and how calls are routed through the Unity Connection system. We'll then take a look at instant messaging and presence. Instant messaging and presence can show us present status of a user. Is a user on the phone? Is a user attending a meeting? And so on, so that you can see the status of your colleagues within the system. We'll also look at chat within the instant messaging and presence system, where we can do point-to-point chat and we can do group chat. We can also set up persistent chat rooms within instant messaging and presence. A lot of these features are supported with what's called the Jabber client. And the Jabber client is installed on a user's desktop or laptop so that they can either control their hard phone on their desk, or the Jabber client itself can become a soft phone. They can roam with the Jabber client and then connect back into the enterprise without opening a VPN, and using VCS Expressway and VCS Core, they can connect back into the enterprise. Next, we'll take a look at maintenance. The maintenance aspects of all these systems include such things as reporting. So we'll look at reporting within Communication Manager and reporting within Unity Connection. This is going to help us out with daily maintenance tasks and troubleshooting. We'll also take a look at a special tool called the Real-Time Maintenance Tool. We'll also look at a special tool called the Real-Time Monitoring Tool that can gauge the health and status of the various server systems. My name is Steve Foy, and I've been a certified Cisco systems instructor since 1995. I've taught courses about routing, switching, unified communications, and collaboration. And since 1995, I've seen many changes in the industry. I see changes in the technology and changes in the way businesses operate. When voice over IP systems first started, we were doing simple toll bypass. In other words, we were making calls across a wide area network instead of going across the expensive public switch telephone network. Over the years, that's morphed into cloud-based collaboration systems. The way that workers interact with each other has changed quite a bit over the years as well. Systems have had to adapt to the way workers interact. We now have mobile workers, contractors, and office workers that all need to interact with each other at different places around the world. So systems have had to adapt to all of that. And Cisco's led the way in collaboration efforts around the world. This course will introduce you to the latest Cisco technologies for collaboration. The goal of this course is to provide learners with the necessary skills and knowledge to configure, maintain, and operate Cisco collaboration solutions based on Cisco Unified Communication Manager, Cisco Unified Communication Manager Express, Cisco Unity Connection, and Instant Messaging and Presence Service. It's essential that a collaboration engineer have the skills to configure the various aspects of all the services that are deployed in a collaboration network. The intended audience for this course includes voice and video engineers, network engineers, network administrators, system engineers, and CCNA collaboration candidates. This is one of the 2 courses necessary for CCNA collaboration certification. This course is CICD, Implementing Cisco Collaboration Devices. The other course necessary for CCNA collaboration certification is CIVND, Implementing Cisco Video Network Devices. Attaining your certification means you're well on your way to success as a collaboration engineer for Cisco. To get the most out of this course, some prerequisite knowledge is necessary in order to understand the concepts we're about to tackle. You should have a working knowledge of converged voice and data networks. That means you have a solid